Hey everybody, welcome to the Pet Food Puzzle Guy. And yes, this is my Christmas video. So if you are brand new and just kind of stumbled on this channel, I will tell you this really is for family. This is for my nutrition mission folks out there. I know Thanksgiving is past and we're looking at Christmas, but I have to basically say how thankful I am and to just thank all of you that have been part of this channel. Many of you from day one, way back about a year and a half, we've been together now, some of us, and it's just been awesome. It's been really surprising when my son told me to start this channel because I was so upset seeing the misinformation about pet food and pet nutrition on social media, especially YouTube. I jumped in thinking, oh, this isn't going to work. I can't do technology and I'm not going to make videos. How bizarre is that? Even though I did presentations, nutrition presentations to veterinarians and their teams for 34 years. So I guess it is kind of a natural thing for me, but to do videos and all that and talk to strangers. But you guys have been awesome. I mean, there's been some people that like to harass me, but and I don't know why my lights are seeing that my lights are going on and off. Boy, can you all identify with that at Christmas time with lights going on and off? Or am I just, yeah, I guess they're okay. But sorry. So anyway, what was I saying? It's just, yeah, they are. Something's going on and off back there. It's weird. But I'm going to ignore it and just keep going here. So the purpose of this video, one is because I wanted to show off my decorations outside. I told you guys that I wanted to do that. But again, I can't emphasize enough that I'm surprised how this channel has grown. And I'm loving meeting all of you that care so much about your pets, and those of you that have shared that I've been helpful in your decisions and helping your pets. I mean, that's awesome. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. And those of you that have battled with me over different things, that's fine too. That's the whole point of this channel. And I thought about it. What's the major takeaway for this year from last year when we did this Christmas video? And I think the big thing, if you break it all down, this whole nutrition debate or argument, whatever you want to call it, comes down to really two things. But the main one, really, the way I see it, is the new word that I invented this year, and that is ingredientist. And it really comes down to the fact that when we talk about nutrition, the root word of nutrition is what? Nutrient. And the whole point of nutrition is delivering nutrients. That's a fact. That's what nutrition is. That's what affects your pet's health if we're delivering optimal nutrient levels versus deficiencies or excesses or imbalances. So that's pretty much what nutrition is. And that should be fine. But what are you as pet parents really dealing with? You're dealing with the opposite, and what I call them ingredientists. And an ingredientist is not looking at the nutrients delivered in the diet. That's not how they're judging the diet. And I know that to be a fact. There's people that want to disagree with me on this, but I'm sorry, you're wrong. Because when I watch their videos and I listen to them, they never, ever mention a nutrient in the diet. It's all what? Talking about the ingredients. These ingredients are good. These ingredients are bad. These ingredients are sourced this way, or these ingredients are made that way. They stick with individual ingredients and never consider, well, wait a minute, maybe that one ingredient, it's lacking here, but if we combine it with this one over here, or maybe this ingredient actually can help benefit this ingredient, or sometimes this ingredient actually is going to reduce the absorption of that ingredient. Okay, so you have to be aware of ingredients and what they are and how they operate, but all in the context of how they, being combined, deliver nutrients. That's what a nutritionist does, but again, the ingredientist never makes that jump. They just look at, well, corn isn't as digestible as meat, or doesn't have the same amino acids as meat, so meat is better, corn is bad. I don't want corn in the food, or soy, or on and on and on. Or a cat's a carnivore, so you can't use carbohydrates. All these silly myths, and it really comes down to, and it's kind of funny. I know I've mentioned this. It's all the celebrities on social media that are telling you all this ingredientist stuff over here. the nutritionists, the people that design incredible diets and do incredible research, the reason we know all about the microbiome and phosphorus, calcium levels and protein needs, all this other stuff, they're over here. You don't know their names. I'm sure, now I know some of their names because I've actually worked with them, but and many of them are retired now. But the real researchers, the people that are doing the work, that know what the hell they're talking about, you don't know their names. So I would tell you, if you know the name of the nutritionist that keeps telling you species appropriate or writing books, or they'll give you a consult for, $175 for 15 minutes, that kind of ridiculousness. If you know their name, you really have to question their credibility, because they're selling themselves. They're not selling nutrition. The real nutritionists, you don't know their name. They're the ones that are making amazing results. I don't want to say research, but making wonderful results that all of us with our pets benefit from. So that's one thing for me personally, and all the interactions with you guys out there that we've done together, is it really does come down to that. There's the nutritionist, and certain things could be debatable. I mean, science, we all know science doesn't mean we get everything right. Sometimes, many times, we learn more and then we change our view, whatever. But science is over here. The ingredientist is over here, and it's nothing but really effective marketing and emotion-driven. What sounds good, what makes me feel good. That's what it comes down to. And my guys are barking at something up there, and I know it can't be my wife, so that must be a delivery of more boxes to my house. I'll tell you, when you have 8 grandkids, it can get expensive. Those of you that don't have grandkids yet, just wait. We have 8 of them. So anyway, so I just wanted to say again how grateful I am. I wish I can. I want to name all the names. Some of you I know your real name. Some I just know your YouTube name, which some are pretty bizarre. Some I have no idea who you are, male, female, whatever. But it's just been great, and I really do appreciate it. I miss the interaction with veterinarians and technicians, and of course the results that we saw with the diets. And so, of course, I love the science. That's why I did it for over 3 decades. But it's really been great to have this channel and share this stuff with you, and get the feedback and the whatever you want to call it, just the camaraderie. We all love our animals. That's why we do what we do. So anyway, I really do wish that you all have a wonderful Christmas and Hanukkah for my Jewish brethren out there. I'm a Christian, but I hate the fact Christianity's kind of lost the Jewishness and the historical stuff. So we celebrate Hanukkah here at our house, and I do hope it's a wonderful new year. I'm very optimistic, which is not like me. I'm not a very optimistic person. So I do want to tell you, because it's a number of people that I don't know that never comment and watch my videos. And it's interesting. I look at my analytics to see the age of the audience. And most of you, I don't mean to offend you, but you're more on the seasoned side of life than young. I turn 65 next month, so I can say that without offending anybody. But I have an older group, I guess, an older audience, and I know with the holidays, I've heard this from other friends of mine. But when you're young, holidays like Christmas are just magical. My dad made Christmas magical for all of us kids, and I've tried to be the same way with my kids, and now with my grandkids. I could never measure up, be as good as he was, but I keep trying. But as you get older, you become a parent or whatever, and the holiday kind of changes, gets very hectic, and of course you're trying to create that magic for your kids now and all. But as life goes on, now I'm at a point where, isn't it interesting, those of you my age, that we become a little more reflective and a little more it's the simple things about the holiday that mean the most to you, and it's not the glitz and I do love decorations and all, but it's definitely not the gifts anymore. Man, I'd like to get away from gifts, period. But tell that to my wife. But just the fact that you start caring about people more, and the reality is that if you live long enough, you've lost a lot of folks, and the holidays come around, and you think of them. I mean, my grandmother was just, both my grandparents were just wonderful at Christmas time, and we lived with them for quite a while. My dad lived with me the last 11 years of his life, and he was Mr. Christmas. And so they're all gone now, and it's just kind of melancholy. I don't know what the word is, but I'm sure there's many of you out there feeling the same way. There's what do they say? There's empty chairs, certain Christmases, and it gets a little tough. And so I know that I've been there. Whether it's a human who's missing in that chair, or it's a canine or feline relative that's not there this year. Bella's 15, and she's going strong. I take her for walks. She tears up and down the street. She's doing great at 15. And she's a Havanese, so she's nice and small. But every Christmas in my past that I had my elderly dogs, you guys know this, it's like, let me have one more Christmas with them, that kind of thing. And so anyway, I don't want to get sad and all, but I just want to, if you're going through that, I feel I don't want to say I feel your pain, but I feel what you're going through. I think that's natural, and I think the whole key is to really appreciate the time we have, with our animals that mean the world to us, and even the people, and even some of those people that maybe aren't the easiest to get along with. Whatever. This is a time of year to say, none of us are going to be here forever. Let's kind of appreciate each other a little bit. So anyway, that's my little sermonette for you guys. But again, I just thanks so much for another great year, and I look forward to lots of us learning over this next year. And so here's some of the decorations that I told you. I'm kind of I'm proud of them, but it's getting harder to figure out all the electrical components. So I have more extension cords. I break every electrical rule in the book. If there was a code guy coming over my house, he would shut me down for all the electrical violations I have, from extension cords into extension cords into extension cords. And so far nothing's blown, so we're doing okay. So that's my Christmas miracle every year, is my lights staying on. So again, y'all, thanks so much. Have a wonderful Christmas, and many of you I'm sure I'll be talking with. Take care.